We have this problem right here. So a few word problems we can figure out when it comes to simply just, finding out some measurements. So let's say we ask the question, how many inches are in 3.5 feet? So the first thing you ask yourself, you have to say, well, that's a question mark here. How many inches are in 3.5 feet? Like, first thing you want to ask yourself is, how many inches are in 1 foot? So what equals 1 foot of inch? So I know that 12 inches, right? 12 inches equal to 1 foot. All right, so I'm just going to put the symbol for foot there, if I can make that right there. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So I have 12 inches is going to be equal to 1 foot. So essentially what I do now, I want to find out, well, how many inches are going to be in 3 feet? So the only thing I have to do is I have to do 12 times 3. And that's going to give me how many inches are in 3 feet, because that's part of the answer right there. If I put this 3 right here and I do 12 times 3 is going to be 36. So if we know that the 3 times 2 is going to be 6, and then 3 times 1 is 36. Now the question is really asking us how many inches are in 3.5 feet, right? So if I know that 12 inches is equal to 1 foot, and then there are 36 inches in 3 feet, now I have to figure out what's the half part. So if 12 inches is equal to 1 foot, half of 12 is 6, right? Because I know that half of 12 is going to be 6. 6 divided by 2 is going to be, 12 divided by 2 is going to be 6. So now all I have to do is just add up 36 and 6. So 36, which is going to give me my 3 feet. 36 plus 6. Got a little plus sign there. Got a little line right here. 36 plus 6 is going to be equal to, 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry out 1, it's going to be equal to 42. So that's the answer right there. 3.5 feet has 42 inches in it. 42 is the answer right there. That's the answer to that question. So now let's say you get another question right here. And we say, how many inches are in 5 feet? Well, this is kind of simple. It's kind of the same thing. I know 12 inches is 1 foot. How many inches are in 5 feet? So I'm going to simply take 5 times 12. And you might already know what 5 times 12 is if you know your multiplication facts off the top of your head. That's just why it's so important and so useful to do that. Well, 5 times 12 is 60. If I go ahead and put 60 right here, I know that 5 times 12 is 60. So I may know that off the top of my head, right? 5 times 12 is 60. I know that 5 times 2 is 10. I carry the 1, it's going to be 60. So it's going to be 60 inches in 5 feet. So one of the things you can do right now is go measure yourself. Go see if you measure yourself and figure out how many inches are you in feet. So look at yourself, measure it, use a tape measure and measure yourself. How tall are you? Are you greater than 5 feet? Are you less than 5 feet tall? And figure out how many inches you are tall yourself.